I got a player I got a problem with, and it hurts.
Another player.
It hurts, Devin, because this player I with. He's one of my favorite young players. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks right now.
Can I take a guess?
I mean, you know. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fully aware. Never mind.
What was your guess gonna be?
Well, I was trying to run through it, but it's CJ. Yeah, of course.
So I guess CJ was on the pivot.
One of those. Yeah.
Is that the one that is that?
That's with
Can we
Ryan Clark
fact
and
check that? Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, Fred T. And they were now. I'm not gonna lie. Did I watch the entire clip? No. Did I see the reel or YouTube
yes.
short of all of this conversation? I did. So I'm probably
It is the
lacking.
pivot.
I'm probably lacking some context, but I'm just going to assume I'm going to assume what I missed.
Sure.
CJ Stroud is talking about like, sometimes you just can't get it done. Like you think you're going to win the natty and blah blah blah. And it cuts to him asking Fred Taylor what school he went to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming maybe Fred Taylor mentioned winning a national championship.
Yeah, I'm assuming that something had happened where they were, talking about that.
Because Fred Taylor did win a national championship with the University of Florida, and maybe he was talking about that. And then for some reason, CJ Stroud was like, what school did you go to? And he's like, oh, I went to Florida. And then CJ Stroud does this like almost like the most casual thing the most casual response I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went to like Bama or something.
I thought you went to Bama.
I thought you went to like Bama. No. It was the like Bama. I thought you went to a school like Bama. Now, here's my first critique with that sentence. There's only one Alabama.
There's only one, exactly.
There's no like the rise that Georgia's been on, the run that LSU had, the run that Ohio State had.
But it would be us. It would be like him saying like, "Oh, I thought you went to like a place like Ohio State that won a bunch."
Yeah, but to sit here and and then he makes a comment that let me know Brody just don't know what he's talking about.
Sure.
Because as a Gators fan, I can admit, like I'm completely aware of my situation and my team's situation, and how down in the fucking gutter we are right now. But I'm also aware of what we've done in the past and the legacy that we've already cemented.
Sure.
And we're not like Cowboys fans who are delusional or naive and we sit here and run our mouths. To be completely honest with you, I feel like a lot of us are, especially ones that aren't like me on the internet yapping, are pretty humble and quiet.
Sure.
Because we appreciate, like I think a lot of Gator fans appreciate what they got to see in the 90s, the run they got, the domination in the SEC that they got to see in the 90s, the Urban Meyer era. Like I think we appreciate it more than sat and banked on the next chapter being better or whatnot. It's like obviously you want it to continue, but it's college football. At the end of the day,
and that's like, what happens when you don't cheat and try to pay all your players to come to your school.
And when you got someone like Urban Meyer who ups and leaves to Ohio State, which you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, your national champion head coach was a product of Florida.
Yeah, which is crazy. I don't even think cool. Like CJ Stroud doesn't realize he was shitting on his own coaches like
didn't
career.
Even put that together.
Didn't even realize like, damn, my coach is the one that got those 2 national championships and coached a Heisman winning quarterback.
Yep.
Damn, because he makes a comment.
What the fuck is he doing here, sitting here talking shit?
Hold on, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to no, but go ahead. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
They have 2 national championships in the past 50 fucking years.
They have 2 in the last 50. But he makes a comment, specifically says, "What have y'all done in the last 8 years? What have y'all done in the last 8 years?" Let's talk about what Ohio State's done in the last 8 years.
What has Ohio State done in the last 8 years?
So Ohio State, since 2014, so 2014 is the last time they won a national championship.
Yes, and the one before that, 2002. You know what the one before that was? 1970.
You know who they lost to? You know who they lost to in between that? University of Florida, 2006. So they can eat dick. But since 2014, they've won. They've went 0-3 in national championship games. They've lost
Yes.
3 national championships.
0-4.
They've
Sorry.
they've
No, 0-3. Sorry.
they went 0-3 national championship games. They have got to face some SEC opponents only 3 times and have a whopping 0-3 record versus those teams.
Of course.
Those Big Ten records are cute. Like
Sure.
that shit is cute.
Yeah.
You know, you get to play a
Michigan.
very easy schedule. I give it
Maryland.
to you. You might have your game.
Rutgers.
You might have your Michigan. You might have your
Sure.
Penn State, but you also
But
have your
Michigan
Rutgers,
State, Rutgers, Maryland, Iowa,
Indiana. Like what
Iowa State.
Like we get to play the Hoosiers. It's a big comp over here. Just to not know his history, not know his facts. It's like, okay, like if we're gonna get shit on for not knowing our track knowledge, Buddy needs to learn his college football history.
Yeah.
Because
But the way that he talks, he's talking to a national champion.
He's talking to 2 alumni of the University of Florida.
Sure.
Like it's like the fact that Channing Crowder sat there and just laughed, like,
yeah. I thought you went to Bama. Like, dude, you're not talking to Micah Parsons right now. This isn't your shtick where you're like shitting on the bro on your podcast.
Yeah,
you're talking.
That's what it kind of was, really. You're right.
It's kind of what it like. That's how he talks to Micah,
and
it's like, bro, what have the Cowboys done? What do you talk? And then he's doing that same thing to
Ohio State's like the San Fran, the Niners of college football.
Sure.
It's like they get there a lot, but there's always someone better.
But they also play in the NFC West.
Exactly. Like they got weak comp, and there's always going to be someone better than them.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how when you look at those last 8 years that Stroud references, they win a lot of games in that regular season with that Big Ten comp, and then like they get to
SEC.
Any type of actual comp and crumble. So, hey, and this is by no means have they had a better last 8 years than Florida? Sure. But it just doesn't make much sense to me to go, hey, where did you go? And then discredit him for going to the University of Florida because of the last 8 years.
When he was not there.
When he was there in the 90s. So
won a national championship in the 90s.
What Florida did in the 90s and in the Urban Meyer era, it's like he just completely, I guess, blocked out. Or if it were to be brought up, it would be.
I'm not sure he's aware of what happened.
But I mean, Fred Taylor's like, we got national championships. He's like, okay, but that's when he was. But what have y'all done the last 8 years? And that 8 years thing is so specific. It makes me almost feel like he's.
But it
like
doesn't mean anything because Ohio State hasn't done anything in the last 8 years. In terms of national championships.
In terms of meaningful games, besides just having a good record in Big Ten football,
Agreed.
Sure. Yeah. But it almost makes me feel like he has kept up with football, college football, the last 8 years, and that's it.
But he should know this if he's going to talk about it like that. And but just the way that he, I guess, talked to like you are a guest on a podcast with Ryan Clark, who's one of the better DBs of our generation.
The Steelers suck.
What y'all done, bro?
Bro, y'all suck. What have y'all done in the last 8 years?
The fuck have the Texans done? How about this? Never made a fucking Super Bowl, so suck my dick.
See, but that's the thing. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. He's on a podcast with veterans. Go ahead, continue what you're saying.
Yeah, no, but he's on a podcast with legends of the football game.
Just shitting on them.
Shitting on the University of Florida for no damn good reason when Florida has won 3 national championships in the past 50 years and Ohio State has won 2.
And winning the SEC championship 11 times, I feel like you probably have to win 11 Big Ten championships to equate to like 1 SEC championship.
Sure.
SEC championships are a big deal. They're a big deal.
And
there's a reason why like Oklahoma and Texas wanted to come to the SEC to prove how dominant they really are because they wanted to be in the most competitive conference in college
Yes.
football, because they could have easily went to the Big Ten and made shit a lot more complicated for Ohio State.
If Texas went to the Big Ten, they're winning it every single year.
But you know,
If OU went, it would be OU versus Texas every year.
But you know, just how people were treating us with the track, it's like maybe bro just don't know. Maybe bro just don't know
Sure,
his
I
history.
know,
He
but
don't know
like,
his facts. It's like
you don't have to shit on. You don't got to shit on him.
Well, it was just he kind of backtracked. It was you went to Florida. I thought you went to a school. And first of all, or not first of all, but once again, a school like Bama isn't a thing.
It's not a thing.
Like you did not go to a school like Bama. You went to Ohio State. Just how he didn't go to a school like Bama. He went to Florida.
Yeah.
Like and
there's no Bama equivalent though.
And when we talk about both players' careers as college athletes, one won a national championship, one didn't. I don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's not much more to say about that, Devin.
CJ Stroud's great, and it's funny when he talks shit to like
him and
a dude
Micah
who's like
on
his age and on his exactly.
Yeah, but like the weird
But it just seems stupid, and to me it's like more of like him like just trying to carry the shtick of who he's been on podcasts through and whatever. But
and I'll admit, like I'm biased. Like if this was about any other school, I wouldn't have cared. But I would expect a Seminole. I would expect a Seminole. I would expect a LSU Tiger. I would expect Georgia. I would expect anybody to talk their shit. Hurricanes. But
no, I mean like even if it was any other school, it's like you're still wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Like you're talking to a national champion, you weren't a national champion. You don't really have room to shit on him for going to a school that won a national championship.
Now, if it's like, yo, what school did you go to? I went to Colorado. Oh,
agreed. Totally.
I thought
fair.
You went to a school like Ohio State,
like Florida,
like Florida. Like I thought you went to like a damn. Yeah. That's crazy.